when we go through everything they did to get rid of us, we still here. The harder they tried to stomp us out, the more we proliferated. We don't die. We baby kids. We multiply.
And for real, you already know what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So did
I was,
I answer you, nephew? I'm gonna take another caller if you good.
yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Rod. Peace.
Peace, God. Peace. Man, I like talking to the youth, man. They so especially when they get it. K Flow 74. What you do? What you do? K Flow 74. Come on up, chiefing with the chief. Let's see what you got for. Okay, now. Give me a couple more seconds, then I'm gonna bring somebody else up. Let me even see if they sent it. Yeah, they sent it to me. Kimberly Royster, K Flow 74. You coming up? Okay. Move on to the next. Dev Leo Hadanis. I don't even know if I said that right. You know, making it one when you make your profile one long word, sometimes I'll be butchering that stuff. Peace, God.
Peace, peace, Ong. How you feeling?
I'm good, baby. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing, immaculate, happy, and grateful to be in divine timing and divine alignment.
Man, that almost gave me the Holy Ghost.
I be here.
Yeah. So what's going on with you today? What's on your mind? What you want to talk about?
I want to express gratitude. I want to express gratitude because it's been a long time. The last time we got the chance to chief, you know,
For sure.
was that they removed certain codes from you because of all the information that you possess. So, uh,
So you
your name.
seen that?
Benki kufusa galeria de Kimunta, see Sofa Suntaka. I am Devleo Salohi Fatia Vawadaka. My name is King Adonis in most of these spiritual streets, but I am Devleo. I am the reincarnation of that I am. And we are here for the remembrance.
Yep, that's what we're here for.
And
Hey, you know that name Adonis, right? That's like saying in the ancient times, that was like saying I'm the sexiest man out here. That's
Prophet,
why if you go when you go look up the old Adonis, they always draw them carved, muscular, with no blemish, no scars. That was yeah, that was a braggadocious name to carry.
yeah, that name was given to me by my mother. Her name's a Raven.
That's some tribal stuff there.
Yeah, you're talking to Big Mama, to Big Mama, baby.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
That's
am.
look. So,
Uh,
you ever see the movie The Crow?
mm-mm.
Watch the movie The Crow. It's not really a crow. It's really the raven. The
Uh,
crow is a miniature imitation of the raven. The raven is the great bird. The crow is the lesser bird, right? And so the raven is the messenger that is in this world that's talking to the other world at the same time. The crow imitates the raven. It's like a little miniature version. So you got a Doberman pinscher, then you got a miniature pinscher.
so like it's and it's so funny because everybody, my family, they all from Baltimore, and they Lord, they all call her
Shout out to
Poochie.
BMO.
Yeah, they all call her Poochie,
That
and
was
it's
my
interesting.
that was my sister's nickname when we was little.
That's funny.
Tribal shit, baby. Tribal shit.
And she recently just dream that a white wolf hopped in the bed with her and just was licking her on the face.
Whoa. I know Kelly got to be watching. You just brought up the White Wolf because she been walking with the White Wolf with the gold tint.
Egelege buksin faigamonte, excellent efu.
So all of the white animals is the animals that come to bring peace after the warring animals, the red, the blue, and the black, have tore up shit. So then you see an influx of what they call them albinos, but they're not true albinos. They're just a white version of the darker one. So when it loses the color, that means karma is clear.
Oh my goddess. I have the white dove. I have I have my ancestors here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the dove, you know, the pigeon is a dove too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now the dove was used to be used in varying forms in rituals, and it was always. You ever see a funeral where they release doves,
Mm-hmm.
and
I've been
they stopped doing it at funerals. Now they only do it at weddings.
hmm.
They stopped doing it at funerals because you releasing the ancestral spirit to go to the great mother in order to get instructions to bring back to the family. It was banned, it was outlawed at one point. It was part of Mississippi, Louisiana culture. Jazz funerals, they minimized them. That was a graduation for a great ancestor.
Yeah. Does it have anything to do with the sacred midwife?
The sacred midwife, well, you have two. They doulas, birth doula and the death doula.
A,
Sometimes one can carry both functions.
a big joker and a little joker, right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. But it would be more like a high priestess and a priestess, right?
Okay. Look.
The
Let's see. So, pardon, just for like clarity for the
mhm.
collect. I am a dragon and I speak the dragon tongue, and English is not one of our like favorites. I also speak Stainun, which is the language.
Dragon mean master.
I have a 22-degree Virgo moon in the 11th house.
33 mean master. Yeah, but it ain't no regular master because what did you say, Virgo?
Virgo moon in the 11th, yeah. The Rainbow Bridge.
Right, because the Virgo moon, right? That's the mother at rest, and you the watcher at the gate. You keep the motherfucking predators out.
That is, I am
There's
the white dragon.
Yeah, so they think because you're a dragon that you're a baby dragon and that you just cute and cuddly, but when they go try to bother mama, it's a whole nother animal come with that. That's the Pisces, the two siders of Pisces, the one that dives deep and the one that'll come up out the water. Don't play with me.
Oh, but I also got six cancer placements in my ninth house, though.
Yeah, what?
Six cancer placements in my ninth house.
That's straight emotional energy. But that 69 is balance. That means when you fuck a motherfucker up, they earn that shit.
11/11, and I'm a Libra rising. We bring injustice all the way through. We wrapping it up. That's what you told me to do the last time we talked. You
Yep.
said, "Oh, meant to wrap it up." Yeah, yeah, yes. I'm on.
Yeah. Yeah. Full circle, baby. We back at it again. We brain banging. We ain't gang banging.
Right. And
Yeah. Anything else you want to ask about?
um, below FMA, the Georgia Mount.
Which one? Because the Stone Mountain is not the only mound in Georgia. Matter of fact, it's multiple mounds that go from Georgia through Kentucky and Tennessee, going north through Alabama, Arkansas, going west. It's a whole bunch of mounds. There's mounds all over the land because it's everywhere was sacred to us. So everywhere you see a mound, everywhere you see a mound in 50 miles circumference around the mound is called sacred tribal territory. So when they take the land from us, they have to conceal the mounds so we not mapping out the sacred lands that when we perform our rituals, we draw maximum power. To be directly on top of the mound is to draw the most energy in the ritual. But anywhere in that 50-mile radius, you riding the wave. Every one of them is a 50-mile radius around them, which is a big ass circle for the people that don't know what a radius is. So everywhere they overlap, and then you get the most overlapping ones, you have what's called a Vesica Pisces Control Center, right? All of these different circles come together at. It's
Or
going to
you,
go all the way down to a little piece that look like a little triangle like this from all of this area, from all of the, and when you get to that little area and you zoom in on the map, yep. Well, that's how it's going to start. It's going to start as a Vesica Pisces when
and
the
then
first, it's going to keep doing that. Now, if you look right there, you see where it look like it's like a skinny 8 in the middle.
mm-hmm.
One of those is the area, it's the area between them. It's the little area, and it kind of look like a a squares on its corner, right in the middle. That is a power point of the mound structures that holds the most creative force where your will can be maximized to its highest potential.
0 point.
Now, yeah. So now you going into the matrix down to where all of the streamer numbers are being counted at, and you hijacking the counter because it's doing like this, counting the ones and zeros on the binary, right? This is where you at in the codes, where they pushing the ones and zeros out the way for the rest of them to come down. This is like this. So it's an energy field.
Oh, right. Clearing the grid working on the flip side.
Right. So when they move in the ones and zeros, it's calculating what the reality is supposed to be producing. Right? Now, all of the old ones and zeros become material matter. That's why the matrix is counting it so fast. And what we consider as time is just the recycle loop of the ones and zeros. The binary code has to be recycled because it's infinite. Figure 8. Same figure that's in the middle of that symbol on your hand.
So, Chief Unicorn, right? And being the unicorn, we shapeshift. And that goes from the water to the land. And it can also go from the land to the air. And it can also go from the air into the underworld. Before I got
If
on
you
here,
look at the screen right now, by your head, you see the unicorn horn running across your forehead in the red light. And the light is the unicorn head looking in the window. That's crazy. But never mind me, I'm just delusional, psychotic
you
individual
know,
that don't know what I'm talking about.
absolutely. All legend, you know, shaman, priest, psychic, earth angel. You know, maybe I've never been here before.
You know,
But
all for conversation's sake. Let them think what they want. Well, we know what's really going on. What Pac say? You can tell your homies whatever you want, but you and I know what's going on. This is the payback.
okay, 'cause they will never see me, the big P. Okay,
Yeah.
but in there's a black book that keeps being spoken on of my ancestry, and you know my Dagawe, her name is Darva Sikasi. It means Sekhmet Firehawk.
Ooh-wee. She the
She
wrong one to cross. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go.
there's a black book. It's an onyx stone tablet, and it's a sacred text. Um, we're supposed to be remembering like our most ancient self.
Yeah, I can't read the writing on it though, but I can see
Uh,
the imagery. Whoa, your voice went out when you said that. I ain't hear nothing. I just seen your lips move. They
remembering
did.
the. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Every time you get ready to say that name, it cut out. Whatever it is you try to say, try it one more time. Let's see if it cut out.
I'm the name that cannot be spoken.
Okay. Yeah. There's
Yahweh.
certain. It's certain tones that the masculine gender uh, knows, sinuses, and larynx together. When they all come together, it can't produce this particular frequency that the feminine produce, and we're not supposed to say certain names. That's why they be prohibited in religious texts. Because when the male say it, it changes it to something nefarious.
And that's where I was taught like Stanun is like the language of seven, but I'm not allowed to be taught because it's like you have to be sworn to secrecy in order to be like able to learn like certain codes and stuff. But like I ain't swearing nothing because I love my freedom. But yeah,
That's why I'm wearing. That's why I'm the lone Sherman. That's why I
yeah,
had to be the self-raised master because I can't sign none of their contracts in good faith because I'm
yeah,
gonna break it. I'm gonna
yeah.
break it out the gate. Soon as I hear something that I think one of my brothers need to know, I'm gonna tell them.
Exposure.
That's why I be on here doing social media. I'm gossiping about all of the dirt they was doing to us behind the scenes that what they didn't think none of us was gonna be able to figure out how to read their language so we could tell each other. And now I'm just gossiping about what they've been doing and telling people where to find the receipts.
And isn't it tea time? Like what?
So
Got any questions?
that's why they want us to read because they knew that sooner or later it was gonna be somebody like me that heard the statement that if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book. That was gonna make me read every book they got.
Exactly. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, now if you ever let somebody come up, chief with the chief.
We appreciate the witnesses and the unmerited gift of grace, and we give thanks for what is holy and what is true. Gratitude to the 14 divine masculine flips.
And
Peace,
I'm
peace.
the 21 triple seven. I'm seven. My mama's seven. My granddaddy's seven. My mama's father.
My mom is 7. I'm a 6'9" flipper.
69 is balance on the balance.
Ashe.
The mirror flip. 6 is the mirror of 9.
6 life path, 6 destiny. I got 11. Yeah, the numerology is here. Tap in with me,
But
family.
remember, when you're reading it in the sky as a 6, it's telling you it's a 9 on the ground. It's the flip. It's the mirror flip. It's the upside down. The mirror opposite in the stellar is how you flip the astrology into where is it at on Earth. Longitude, latitude tells you based on the flip where is the rays of that radiance gonna come in at. And then all you gotta do is their calendar that they use is a divination tool. We think
Oh,
it's clock and time.
oh, yeah, I lock in with the I Chings, the
That's
wheels.
why so that's why they got us thinking that September mean the ninth month when septium is 7. Octum is
Right.
Octum is 8, right? Um, November was Nuevo is 9. So the real 999 portal or the second flip on the gates. Because what they doing is they opening the gates early by using the collective unconscious to project the 999 over the 799, artificial entrance into the gate. But when the real children of the sun know that the real 999 portal gate is November the 9th, not September the 9th, it brings the awakening to the forefront. Shout out
Mm,
to the sister that reminded me. It was a young lady came in my comments to remind me. I already knew, but I be like at the point I'm at now, I'm at the dilly gaff mode.
what's that?
Do it look like I give a fuck.
Oh, right,
So
right.
so while I'm in dilly gaff mode, uh I'm seeing this stuff, but I'm like not putting the information out as hard pace as I was because it's enough people waking up, and I want them to look at the other people that's also cracking the code. It ain't just me. I ain't the only one. It's
Yeah,
just that I'm able to tie them all together. So I need them to look at other people. So I need to fall back because I need to see other energy cracking the code from a different perspective. So they'll know that there was no one way to fight this war. We had to fight it many different ways.
yeah.
They call that multifaceted warfare.
And that's why so many people from like the gatekeepers or the gatekeepers we get dogmatized because they don't understand that we're really androgynous and it's not about gender or sexuality. It's about being able to respect the mother, knowing where we come from, and honoring the balance of opposites.
Well, we was all female first
Exactly.
until mama told us that we had to be men in our womb.
And then we are now.
Then she okayed daddy to have an image of himself through her. And they thought daddy did it on his own. How you got a father God? Who is mama?
That,
This is he. What room did he come out of? We don't got no problem with you having the Father God, but you got to remember, Hail Mary, Mother of God. What the hell that make her? If she the Mother of God, what that make her? What, well, you can have your God. We don't have a problem with that. But what do that make her if her son is God?
exactly. Oh, well, somebody said Messiah, exquisite stepper when I was at Buffalo State College.
So they talking about you?
It says
So they talking
sleeping.
about themselves?
I don't know. It could be a flip. It says Sleeping Phoenix 2 years early. Messiah. That's actually interesting because that's a flip. Yeah, I did. I was actually supposed to be like doing this in 2027, but I did 2 years early. And the Messiah flip is off my Buffalo knock from my college days as an exquisite mover. I'm the community outreach chair on the
Hey,
board.
everything that you saying is all tribal. It's all tied back to the tribe. That's how you know your ancestors had a path laid out for you. Now you got work to do. And it ain't even time yet because you don't really get your real test until you get about 50.
Oh, that's actually in alignment with my human design because I'm a 6'2" splenic projector. So right now, up until my Saturn return, I'm still in my 3 line in my FAFO experimenting and having like stories to tell. But I even know people are already like, Tim, write a book. Chief, write a book. Do this, do this. You know, I'm still accumulating my stories and my wisdom so that we can be able to give what the people need at the right time because there's so much information out there already that the people are not tapping into because they think they have to because they idolize and worship and glorify a lot of the spiritual leaders in the community.
Yeah, because that's the celebrity. When they say the worship gene, it's not to worship God. It's celebrity worship. It's to make you at a predisposition to worship a celebrity. Nobody that you don't know is supposed to get more honor and respect than the people you done been through the trenches with. And you got people that will give their life away just for one night with a celebrity. They give their whole life away for one night with a celebrity, right? And that is not normal or natural to who we are, right? And that's why I made pointed out when I said if if God had a mama, what do that make her? And you see us pinned in the comment, a God maker, right? The master that raises the masters is always the mother. That's how you end up with a Mason because she's mama's son.
Exactly.
But that don't mean he ain't his daddy's boy.
I just heard a wildcat.
It's crazy. I was just thinking about Chief Top Cat a few minutes ago.
I got a
It might
cat.
be related.
I got a cat few. I call him my familiar. It's a black cat named Oreo, and it'd be like cats around the street that be just, but we always keep them covered.
Yeah, they got a. I've been being getting knocks from the cats. The whole feline energy they've been knocking. It's
I,
crazy because I just picked up a Nuwabian book, The Divine Feminine, from Dr. York at a Caribbean thing that was down over here not too far from my house the other day. And then I've been getting all these cat knocks. Here you is with a cat named Oreo, and my dog. The colors is the black and white. Look like they.
yeah, he's black. He got white paws.
Yeah, that's the color pattern is called Boston, but a lot of people call it Oreo for
Hmm.
some reason. But the term is Boston, black skin, white socks. That was telling you that the invaders, the Boston Massacre, came in with black skin, but they pretended to wear white socks. That means they was hiding behind pale faces.
Literally, oh my goddess, I spent Elusa Makai. I spent like a long ran into this chief on the land in Georgia, Chief Ai, see, Chief Ai, and when I'm talking with him, her, the mother, because the big Joker, little Joker flip.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I want to say this.
I don't know, but you can draw it off the earth energy, the air energy, and you putting it off in the ethers.
I'm gonna pull a card for clarity for myself because it's a lot that I feel that needs to be said, but I want to respect the time and anybody else that wants to come up as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's here for people to lock in with. We got the six of coins, so we got balance. Six of the earth. So,
Remember I told you, 6 in the sky is 9 on the ground, but 6 on the ground is 9 in the sky.
and that's a flip on my destiny card because I'm a nine of diamonds. So,
You see, it's all alignment.
yeah.
I see you at the chief classes.
All right, catch you on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah. Laverne Locust. I can't spell your Instagram, pronounce your Instagram name, so I had Miss Locust. Is it Michael or Michelle? I didn't even look. Laverne Locust. Laverne Locust. I didn't call the wrong name. I must be talking to Angel or something. Yeah, don't let the smooth taste fool you though. Okay, so that one ain't working. Let me see if we even went through first. Yeah. Overcame them. That sounds Jamaican. Them overcome them. What's the name?
Hold on, let me turn on the light real quick. Dang, I didn't know I was gonna be talking to Rod Hayes tonight, man.
Yeah, I ain't know I was gonna be talking to you tonight.
Dang.
we both in the learning stages. We learning something right now. Chiefing with the chief.
Yeah. How you doing? Doing all right? Man?
I'm pretty smooth, pretty smooth. What can I help you with, my brother?
Yeah, I was just thinking, because I was just watching a Detail video, that, like, it was like this real emphasis on 2027. Like, what should I do to prepare myself, like, physically, spiritually, things like that? Like, what should I do to prepare for 2027? Like, what's going to happen these coming years?
2027. Look,
Yeah.
whatever coming by the time 2027 get here, we gonna be to live through it already. So follow your path, do what you already know you're supposed to be doing, and you're doing about 80% of what you're supposed to be doing. And the preparation is the side effect of being aware. Because the more you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you start seeing things that you need to do in advance in order to keep from going through a rocky road, right? Your instincts gonna tell you if you believe in yourself, then you gotta believe yourself first. For your personal preparation, because don't nobody develop spiritually at the same pace, right? So only you know what your pace is, but you don't know what your pace is until you start putting yourself through your paces. That means doing the work. So, like the brother that was just up here, he pulled tarot cards, those training wheels, right? The same way he get accustomed to reading them, when he stopped reading them, he'll be able to go out into the street and he gonna see the king of pentacles and the king of swords and the people that he's talking to. He's just gonna automatically know who they is. It's the training process. So the best thing for you to do is to determine your own level and determine where do you want to go first. Do you want the knowledge of ESP? Then you study ESP. The knowledge of manifestation. Then you study manifestation. You ain't got to try to do it right now. You just need to know what it is, how it works, the mechanics of it. The more you understand it, the more you'll be able to control it when you start to use it. But if you don't never understand it, you can't never find your way. And this is why they gave us religion, to give us a scribbled path to the end, to make sure that we slow down our development as its slow as possible pace, because some of us learn too fast and we be called child prodigies because we express everything that's going on. We already one with the universe. It comes through us. They need to arrest the development of that. So they send us to school and tell us to color in the lines. Don't think abstract, think linear.
Yeah.
Don't think in colors, think in black and white. This versus this and that versus that. Another form of divide and conquer, but only it's implanted in your own mind. And this is where you develop your animosities toward people and things that they never did nothing to you in this life.
Yeah. I have another question too. Like, I've
Mm-hmm.
always, like, since I was younger, like, I always felt like this fire inside of me, like a
Mm-hmm.
strong fire. Like, just, I'm an Aries, March 24th. I'm actually like a triplet, so my brothers they born on the same day as me, and they also also tell me about the fire inside of them, but they not spiritual like me. But we like I feel this fire, and I seen it one time. I seen like a blue and a red flame, or like white and a red flame. But I don't know what I know what it is. I want to know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Keep going
identify.
back, keep looking at it in your mind, asking yourself that question. You got to develop an understanding of the energy. By keep revisiting it, you are re-experiencing it again and again and again and again. The more you re-experience, the more you begin to say, "Oh, maybe if I do this, I could do something with that." That's putting yourself through your paces right there. Remembering it over and over and over again. What is it? How do I use it? Where did it come from? Right? And then you'll notice there'll be books coming your way, lectures coming your way that you wasn't looking for because you're going to create a vacuum that's only accepting things related to what you're trying to discover on how to use this energy. And the more you tune into yourself, the more accurate descriptive analysis come in with the messages. And you'll be able to understand things so much clearer. Right? So you training yourself. You your master. And that's what Malachi wanted us all to remember. Right? Because we all got a master in us that's waiting on us to use it. But you can only learn about it by repetition of exercise, the inner works.
What exercises?
What I just gave you. When the thing come to mind and you want to know the solution, you keep examining it. And sooner or later you're gonna forget to examine it. Don't go back to it. It's gonna come back to you with the answer. It's gonna hit you like an aha effect. And say, that's what that meant. Where did that just come from? All of a sudden you understand what it means and how to do it. You have a genie in your subconscious mind that you never use. But you don't know how to access it because it's not commonly taught. The genie in your subconscious mind is the question that you answer for yourself from yourself, and it'll bring the external answer to you, and it'll give you the internal answer. And you can't lie to you. That's why you always settle on the truth. That's putting yourself through your paces.
No, I understand that. Like I always was. Cause I seen I watched like probably over like hundreds of videos, man. Like they don't make no sense. But I see like sometimes you read people, sometimes you talk about like astral projection and things like that. Like, cause I'm 21 right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, you got a long ways to go, baby. You gonna go through the roller coasters.
yeah,
You in the roller coaster phase of life.
yeah,
But the faster you become wise, the less the dips and the rises disrupt your life. So instead of it being when the dip comes, you go through chaos. It seemed like all hell broke loose, but because you learning your lessons and how to develop, then they be like this. Then it's called the vicissitudes. As you go through the vicissitudes, your learning curve calms your life experience curve. More you can learn from other people the mistakes, the less you have to go through the experience yourself. That's called a cheat code. Because we don't know we can learn from other people's experiences. But we can. All we got to do is know how to talk to ourselves while we reading their story or watching the reports. We just go through our mind, you know what I'm saying, and asking how did he feel? What would, you know what I'm saying, what would trigger that? Why did it, you know? And then the more we do that, we experiencing what all he had to go through to come to the conclusion to sell 50 tons of dope, right? We learning from his experience. That now I don't gotta go sell 50 tons of dope. I know now what motivated them and everything. I don't gotta do that. I could use that somewhere else. I could sell 50 tons of hope. It's an upgrade in the system. And when you upgrade yourself, you're in a position to upgrade others. That's called constructive selfishness. You got to teach yourself first.
Okay.
Because the person that don't know nothing can't teach nobody nothing.
Yeah.
And that's how humans, all our communication is about learning. The mutual exchange of information. Your emotions is your navigation system. As you go through the gamut of the emotions, it's telling you the directions on your road in your life. Right? The more you understand your emotions and what trigger them, and if they're in proper context, meaning you already calibrated them, now when you go through the experience, you moving, you know what I'm saying, like silk.
Yeah. I,
Crazy, man. I was just I was literally just watching. It's like I see like a video of you every day on YouTube. I always got to click on it because it just makes sense. You just make a lot of sense to all the questions that I haven't asked anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You gotta remember, the only reason is I probably asked myself that question before I ever gave an answer. I went through it all myself. The experience is the best teacher. I was hard headed, and Mama told me hard head got to learn a hard lesson for the lesson to stick. And a hard head lead to a sore ass, cause you gonna get that spanking. Consequence locks in the lesson. The worse the consequence, the harder the lesson locked in.
Ooh. I just thought of a question because you said like what did you say? Billy Carson was like I forgot what you said. Billy Carson was something in your past life.
My
Yeah,
big brother,
how do you get to that information? Like how
it's
do
in
you
you
tap?
already. Look, it's when you'll see somebody from your past life, and you'll be like, man, I know this from somewhere. I can't remember where I know it from. But when you go ask, hey, man, where I know you from, man? I ain't never seen you in my life. This life. Then sometimes you will even get one back, like, man, I don't know, man, but you sure look familiar to me too. You don't know him from this life. He was born in California. You was born in New York. Y'all met in Chicago, and both of y'all just got there 2 days ago for the first time. And you're looking like, I know this mo. So when you start developing your senses, you have a memory, a correlative memory of where you know somebody from. And as soon as I seen Billy the first time, this was years ago. He wasn't even, didn't nobody know who he was when I seen him, and I was like, damn, why he ain't my big brother this time? You know, it was just a curiosity I had. I never thought I was going to end up sitting on a panel with him ever in my life. In this life, because I was working at the plant, minding my business, trying to stay out of everybody's way. Because they told me I ain't had no alphabet, so I can't know what I'm talking about. Right? So I was just staying out the way, but I didn't stop learning. And that's how I came across Billy, because I was still on my learning. That's because you don't want to use my services. That don't mean that I'm not going to try to find out what's my next move. And the king got one more move.
Wow. So when you come to like reading people, like you just see a person, you like recognize their energy. And you can like, should I?
It's different people have a different trigger, right? Some people, their energy is so loud, I can hear their ancestors like I hear you talking now, and they'll tell me what to tell them, right? Or some people will trigger me, and I'll see sceneries playing out in my head, and then when I translate the scenery, that's how you will get the readings, right? And sometimes it's a telepathic connection, and they purging from the subconscious, telling me what they need to know consciously to help them in their journey, that they can't get past the barrier of the learned behavior of deliberate ignorance. So then so it's different methods. All this is, every human can do it, but we've been taught it's evil, wicked, and all this stuff, so we won't even practice to try to develop the faculty. I've been doing it since I was a shorty, but my mama told me I had to stop telling people stuff that I see and stuff that I know, because they would persecute me for it.
Yeah.
And I ain't know what the hell persecute for. I thought she was telling me they'd prostitute me for it. And I ain't want to be nobody hoe. So I just shut my mouth, But as I got older, and certain people ask me questions, and I feel comfortable enough answering a question, because you can't ask me a question that you're not prepared to receive the answer for, even if it's traumatic when you ask me when you get the answer. You needed the trauma of the answer to jolt you out of the mental blockage you put yourself in, so that you couldn't get the answer from yourself. You know everything already. You just came into this world through amnesia, and you trying to remember.
Is there anything you sense or like you hear? You talk to me.
Yeah, you got a whole lot of learning ahead of you, and you up for the challenge.
That's true.
But most of yours is dealing with you, your inner work. Like, I don't pick up a lot of ancestral background noise around you. That means that they standing there silent. That means they watching you, waiting on you to call on the energy that they each represent. They not gonna, you got this. They know you got this. So they don't have to be trying to scream at you like black folks in the movie theater. They know that white lady gonna fall in this, because every horror movie she hurt her ankle. And we telling her, don't run down that path, girl. He gonna catch her. We know he gonna catch her. We don't gotta scream at the screen. She got this. Sooner or later, they're gonna run into one like Buffy, and she gonna slay that vampire. And we gonna be like, oh, she got it this time. All of them don't hurt their ankles. Some of them fight back and win, right? It's all about the flip.
Like,
You learn to work on you. Don't let nobody stop you from it. Because once you get because when you came with it for purpose, once you get to where you understand how you process and you answer your questions that you have for yourself, because you can't lie to you. Everybody else can lie to you, including me, but you can't lie to you, because you have to come up with the lie in your head. So if you ask yourself the question, when the answer come back to you 9.9 out of 10, it's going to be right. And you're going to know. Believe in yourself, trust in yourself. Everything you see me doing, and when you get my age, because you seen me do it, you're going to exceed that. Automatic. You can't stop less. You can't be less than that, because you already seen what I do.
yeah.
So when you get done developing you how you do, everything I do, it's going to be like a second grade class to you. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now I know my ABC. That's what it's going to be equivalent to in your learning curve. It's not going to be as effective when you get my A's because you're going to be then develop so much more on top of it. And that's why we look for the other people's perspective. Because the more perspectives we can look at a problem, I mean, the more eyes we got on the problem, the easier it is to see the solution because the solution is in the problem. We just got to make sure we ain't the problem. We fixing first. So we always work on the self, defines ourself as the gateway to learning all of the external stuff. It's called the purification of the ego.
I do a lot of things with my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like we always together, we're always doing things like as a unit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I like spirituality. It really showed me like me. It showed me myself as an individual. You know what I'm saying? And it helped me. It took a long time for that because I'm the only person like this in my family. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have many people to talk to. So I sit here, I watch lectures, but I didn't really get any growth until I started meditating and I started journaling. I see like that helps the most for me right now.
Yep. You know what that is? It's you building the mind shaft. You on your way down there to get the jewels of the self, represented as the chakras. Right? Each chakra got a shape. Each jewel is shaped in a certain geometric form. Right? But they all inside the circle. And the circle spinning becomes a ball. Right? So keep your eye on the ball. Lead with your heart chakra. It's the light in the dark. That's the part of your navigation system that governs your headlights. You look on your dashboard and you see the dashboard come on and it say headlights on. That's the navigation part. That's your heart chakra. Spiritual illumination comes through the heart and it blows one's own mind.
Okay. Dang, man. I do have like, I can really ask you like a million questions right now. You know what I'm saying? Just, I really can't believe I really get to talk to you though. It's really been an honor. You know what I'm saying? I don't really.
Appreciate it, young brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I talk to like people like Doctor. You know who Dr. Blood is?
Doctor Who?
Dr. Blood. He made like the Functionary book. He made like a book. It's like a dictionary. What's called Functionary. I talked to him.
I don't think I'm familiar with that one. You might be putting me up on game.
Yeah, Dr. Weitenheimer. I talked to him before.
Who was he?
Dr. Weitenheimer. He was on Black Magic page. That's where I watch everything at. Oh no, Radio Rich. That's what it's called. No, Radio Rich.
Yeah, that's Rich. That's who Rich is. His channel's still Black Magic 363,
Yeah.
but when he's in his seat on Black Magic 363, he's Radiohead Rich because his Radiohead come up with these questions to ask to get the best show out of the people that's present.
I really do. I really do love watching it, but I always make sure I tune into that.
Rich, he a real charismatic, laid back dude, man. And a lot of people don't know he got a big heart, but he a Virgo, man. You can't step on a Virgo heart and don't get smacked. Just not gonna happen. They gonna lash out at you, even if they wrong. Sometimes people feelings be hurt because they was wrong. With a Virgo, even if they wrong, they gonna smack you back
Yeah.
because they trying to get the attention of their guardian, the Scorpio. Remember, a lot of people don't know it used to be Virgo Scorpio was one zodiac,
I didn't know that.
but the inequity between a man and a woman put Libra between Virgo and Scorpio because somebody has to come along and balance the scales, and he's probably got to be a Scorpio.
What's what's the Aries guardian?
Aries,
I know.
Aries is I don't remember right
Is
now.
it Mars or is it? I always
No,
get it.
Mars is Scorpio, Mars and Pluto and Mercury at different times. All three of those rule Scorpio.
That just made me think of like this one thing. You seen the thing of like the thing flying in space, Atlas thing?
Three Eye Atlas.
Yeah, 3 Eye Atlas. What's the like? Cause I can't really wrap my head around it because it don't make sense to me. I feel like it's
Well,
just
first of all, the name is all coded, so many codes that you can extract from that name, Three Eye Atlas. Like mirror flip, it is 13. 13 is the Queen Mother seat. The atlas is what they call, that spinning globe in the room that got the map of the world on it? That's an atlas.
oh yeah, that is Atlas. Yeah.
In mythology, Atlas was the one who held the earth on his shoulders, right? And at one point, he had tricked Sun Wukong into holding it, and Sun Wukong said, "Okay, I'll hold it for you while you go do that task." But when he came back, he was like, "You got it." And then Sun Wukong said, "Yeah, but it was slipping. I had to wait to hold it stable. I could. You could just hold it till I could get." And then he gave it back to him. Then he wouldn't take it back. See, it's all about the mirror flip and the wisdom and the message. Just when you try to trick the trickster is only the trickster because you can't trick him because he know all of the tricks in the book. So the people that can't trick him get mad and call him the trickster because he know all the tricks in the books, but he's not the one putting the tricks on people. He the one that ain't falling for it.
Like, I just got a picture of my mind and like, wow. So is that like? Because people saying like it's a fake alien invasion coming, and I see
Look,
that it's a flip.
they already did the fake alien invasion.
Oh, with the drone.
Operation Bluebeam. If you go back a few years ago, they shot a blue beam up from the White House. That was the signal to activate Operation Bluebeam, right? The United States have craft that do extraterrestrial type shit in several other countries as well. They got the technology from the United States. On the surface, we think that the United States, Russia, and China been at war. They haven't. They have never been at war. Russia was the only country that defended the tribes over here against the tribes of Europe when we was under the attack from all six European powers, or seven of them over there. A lot of people confuse the people that was under Tsar Nicholas was the last Tsar, but the Romanovs, I think is what their bloodline was called. Um, they were anti-Dirty Moor, And that's why the Russian Revolution, sparked off by Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, was to overthrow the ones who was the Exquisitor. You got the synagogue of Satan. They are the Khazarians, and the Sephardi is the Spanish Jew that came in as hybrids of both bloodlines, are hybrids of the concubines that was married to the Moorish ruling class of Europe, right? So the Tsar Nicholas, you gotta remember, he had thick curly hair, and they whitewashed him in the history books because he was about my complexion, right? And he had been fighting the same war that was going on pre-1492 in Europe as the Europeans, the Great Inquisition, when they was casting out the dirty Moors from Europe, right? So they needed to hide themselves and follow the edicts of the 18th dynastic priest called Amun, and govern from behind the scenes, and you needed a cat's paw. So they used their illegitimate children with concubines that they had kidnapped and raped from the European people that made them rebel. They was eating and raping the babies. So all other tribes of Europe want them gone. They were supposed to have been they civilizers, but they was actually they uncivilized, right? They the ones that taught them the Babylonian ritual magic of money magic, blood magic, and sex magic, because they was actively using it to oppress all of the tribes of the Europeans, which was the newest people that were supposed to be trained and given a chance to rule with honor and dignity, but because they being controlled by wicked people from behind the scenes, honor and dignity never crossed their reality to this day. So when they kick them out of Europe, they didn't kick all of them out.